Hello, this is Ana Saravia with Saravia Homes coming to you with a very short video regarding our marketing program. But first, I would like to start by saying thank you for the opportunity to consider us to list and market your property for you. So without any further ado, we do use 21st century technology to cast a wider net than the regular agent, and I will go over each one of those things that we use, to market your property. However, before I get into that, I would like to mention to you an unfortunate fact. Most real estate agents and firms market homes by simply listing them on the MLS, putting a sign in the yard, and hoping that the property sells. And while this may get the home sold, it doesn't attract enough prospective buyers to create demand for the home, and therefore properties often sell for less than the true potential. And oftentimes, too, they stay a long time in the market. Today, I have 3 goals in meeting with you. Number 1 is to understand your motivation, which is why are you selling? To together find a price that it will cost your property to sell. And lastly, to find out if we're a right fit for each other. As a seller, there's a few things that you do control. The number 1 thing being the price. Today, we're in a seller's market. So if we price this house right, we should be getting offers right away. And if we price it really well, we can definitely drive the price up, create enough buzz, amongst those buyers looking in your price range to drive the price up. It is well known that when you don't price the property accordingly or, based on fair market value, you're probably going to be chasing the market down. When you price the property correctly, you should sell it at least 99% of the original sales price that we listed on. So it's really important to find that magic number. The next thing that you control is the condition of the house. Because what if I told you that houses sell for more money when they're clean and even more money when they're updated? We can also offer you through Casa Reno, which is our sister company, very affordable and reasonably priced updating things that we can do for you, such as, new flooring, carpeting, renovating a kitchen. Anyway, no job is too small because remember, what has been seen cannot be unseen. The next thing that you control as a seller is the showing availability. You got to understand that once you put your property on the market, sometimes you will not get enough of a heads up to know that somebody's coming to see your house. And again, you don't know if that is going to be the buyer that is going to buy your house. So in essence, you have to keep your house show ready at all times. Because again, sometimes buyers are just right outside your door. And even though we try to give you as much time in advance to let you know that a showing is going to happen, sometimes we don't control that. Now, me, as your agent, this is the thing that I control, the marketing. In order to determine how best to spend our marketing dollars, we go to the National Association of Realtors profile of buyers and sellers. In essence, they tell us where those buyers are coming from. And in this 21st century, you guessed it right. It says over here that 95% of buyers found their houses online, which is not to say why it's so important and crucial that we have a very strong, online presence. However, if you look at the second tier, 89% also use an agent to find their home. And that is why we're constantly marketing both to the general public and to the real estate professionals. In order to do this, each and every house that we list has its own dedicated website. In that website, any buyer or real estate agent will be able to access our, 3-dimensional virtual reality video. This is incredible because this allows us to showcase our properties even to buyers that may not be in San Antonio. Maybe that buyer is a military family overseas or a European buyer or a Mexican buyer. You never know. And this, new technology and such neat colors really allow those buyers to have a virtual experience on the house, which has allowed us, sometimes to sell houses sight unseen. But in addition to looking at it from the inside, we also make it available on the outside through the use of drone technology. How many times you have a buyer coming through your house only to find out that they don't care for the color of your cabinet or they don't care for the size of your yard? We can tell you with a very good probability that if a buyer makes an appointment to come see your house once they've seen it inside and out, well, we have a better chance to sell it. Cool, right? So So, moving on our marketing campaign, there's a lot of things that we do. Again, we just not only put up a sign on the outside and just pray for someone else to sell it. We're constantly engagement in both paid for advertisement as well as social media advertisement. We are constantly uploading on YouTube. We're constantly doing Facebook, etc. But let me give you a list exactly of what we do. We use pay-per-click advertisement. We use Facebook and Instagram ads, Google AdWords, online video, and YouTube ads. Obviously, we're constantly sending out our drone capture aerial videos as well as our interior virtual reality videos. We're doing a lot of website marketing and SEO, mobile marketing, retargeting, and email marketing. Our database is over 16,000 emails strong. Well, did I mention that we're in social media? We're absolutely everywhere that we need to be with a constant platform on all media outlets, as well as, remember we just said that 95% of buyers find their home, online. Well, we make sure that we're in the top home search engines available today. But if you recall, we also mentioned that we're constantly also marketing to the real estate community. Why? Because at the end of the day, 89% of transactions do close through the efforts of a real estate agent. And that is why every Friday we're blasting out an inventory to let them know, that the house is for sale, because we try to stay top of mind. And we use other technology, as I mentioned before, to assist us in our effort to push our inventory beyond the borders of the MLS. By using Listing Booster and Listing to Leads, we put in front of a consumer text for information, virtuals, maps, photo galleries, as well as school information. But once we send out a blast, for inventory, we now, through the use of very sophisticated technology, we're able to see how many of those were delivered, how many bands, but more importantly, who clicked on that link. And in that point, once we know that someone clicked on it, we will be all over that now warm lead to let them know, if we can schedule a private showing or whatever the case may be. But before I forget, I need to share with you that we're CIPS certified, which is Certified International Property Specialist, as well as a Keller Williams Global Property Specialist. And what that means is that in addition to the more than 170,000 Keller Williams agents worldwide, each and every one of our listings gets translated into 19 languages, and it's available for over 500,000 real estate agents worldwide. But at the end of the day, our neighbor, yes, it's Mexico. And, if the things keep going the way they are, I'm pretty sure you will see another wave of Mexican investors. Either they be from families that are going to make San Antonio their home, or those investors that are looking to protect their hard-earned money and take it out of Mexico. So that is why we are very active, communicating with the Mexican Association of Real Estate Professionals, as well as Keller Williams Mexico, in an effort to put your home in front of the most potential buyers. We also know through the National Association of Realtors that most sellers, what they hate the most about their agent is the lack of communication. That is why we have sophisticated software for daily reports on activities, and we send you weekly market analysis as well as all the feedback for your showings. And if you choose to, we also have open house availability. Even though only 3% of buyers find their home online, we want to make sure that we cover every single outlet. And that is why we will be walking out your subdivision to invite your neighbors to come to the open house. So you might say, well, why would we pick you amongst 10,000 plus, real estate agents in the San Antonio metro area alone? Well, suffices to say that we are handling every single lead that comes, whether it be from the general public, the MLS, or the real estate professionals in real time. That we are Keller Williams, which is, in today's world, we have the number one market share, the biggest market share in the city, as well as the state and the country and the world. We are the biggest real estate company today. But we like to think that the reason why you would like to choose us because we go beyond the 3 P's of real estate: placing a sign, putting it on MLS, and praying for someone else to say it. We do really go the extra mile. We're prospecting every day and checking your price just to make sure that we know the competition and what is the best way to market your property. At this point, if there is anything I haven't mentioned that you have heard from another agent, I'd love to know about it. We're always, open to be better for you. And before I go, I will just go over real quick about the commissions, please. We charge 6% to market your property. And out of that 6%, 3%, as you well know, belongs to the buyer, to the agent that brings us a buyer. From the other 3%, that we have available after that split, 1% goes to our marketing expenses. 1% goes to a broker, and yes, 1% is what we take home and from what we pay taxes on. We're definitely committed to your success. So for a one-on-one consultation, I'd love the opportunity to meet with you. So please call me today at 210-389-1347. Thank you so much for watching.